Prince Harry ripped to pieces by Jimmy Kimmel during speech at star-studded Handprint ceremony. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were ruthlessly criticised by Jimmy Kimmel during a speech at a star-studded hand and footprint ceremony in Hollywood for their perceived hypocrisy. The event, held on June 18, 2024, saw A-list celebrities gather to cement their legacies at the TCL Chinese Theater. Among the honorees were beloved actors, directors, musicians, and other entertainment icons. The biggest moment of the night came when popular late-night host Jimmy Kimmel took the stage to deliver an epic roast of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The royal couple had been invited to the ceremony to submit their own hand and footprints, ostensibly in recognition of their extensive charitable work in the Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan, which had become a global sensation. However, Kimmel didn't hold back in highlighting the contradictions that have come to define the Sussexes' public persona over recent years. The audience erupted in polite applause, but Kimmel quickly raised his hand to quieten them down. Now hold on. Before we get too excited, I think we need to have an honest conversation about these two and their unbelievable ability to have their cake and eat it too. Kimmel then launched into a scathing takedown of the couple's penchant for courting attention and lavish privileges, while simultaneously complaining about their lack of privacy. These two really are something else, aren't they? One minute they're living it up in the multi-million-dollar mansion in Montecito, jetting around the world on private planes and making lucrative deals with Netflix and Spotify. And the next minute they're giving these tearful interviews about how hard it is to be a royal and how the media is just so mean to them. The audience erupted in laughter and applause as Kimmel continued. I mean, pick a lane, you two. Do you want to be Hollywood A-listers soaking up all of the perks and glamour, or do you want to be humble, down-to-earth charity workers shunning the spotlight? Because you can't have it both ways. Kimmel then delved into specific examples of the Sussexes' perceived hypocrisy, drawing loud cheers from the crowd. Let's talk about your much-celebrated eco-friendly credentials. You lecture the rest of us about our carbon footprints, but how many times have you flown privately this year? Oh, that's right, you don't want to tell us. And let's not forget your beautiful $14 million mansion, very eco-friendly, I'm sure. And then there's this whole thing about wanting privacy. You know, most normal people, if they wanted privacy, wouldn't go on Oprah and spill all of their family drama to the entire world. But hey, at least it got you that sweet Netflix deal, right? The audience erupted in laughter and applause once again as Kimmel shook his head in mock exasperation. I'm sorry, but you two can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be global superstars cashing in on your royal titles and then complain that you just want to be left alone. It just doesn't work that way. Kimmel then turned to the main purpose of the event, urging the royal couple to cement their hand and footprints with a bit more humility and self-awareness. Now, I know you two are here tonight to cement your place in Hollywood history, and hey, good for you. You've certainly worked hard to get here, but when you go up there and put your hands and feet in that cement, I hope you take a moment to reflect on how incredibly fortunate and privileged you are. Because the rest of us, we don't get to just up and leave our families and countries whenever the going gets tough. We don't get to lecture people about saving the planet while living in a mansion and flying private, and we certainly don't get to spill our family's private business to Oprah and get paid millions for it. The audience erupted in cheers and applause as Kimmel concluded his remarks. So, congratulations Harry and Meghan, enjoy your moment in the spotlight, but remember, you can't have your cake and eat it too. The rest of us are just looking for a crumb over here. The Sussexes sat stoically through Kimmel's savage takedown, their faces betraying a mix of embarrassment and resentment. As they approached the cement to imprint their hands and feet, the crowd broke out in a smattering of both cheers and boos, a fitting reflection of the public's complex and often contradictory feeling towards the royal renegades.